Welcome to In 5 Minutes. In this video, we are going to talk about a problem of cache coherency. We have addressed this problem in during the cache operation example that whenever the write operation is performed in any of the memories, we need to maintain the consistency between main memory and cache memory. So cache coherency deals with the consistency in data values stored in the cache and main memory. So here we have the cache and main memory present. Whenever the write operation is performed inside a cache memory, at some point of time, we need to update the main memory location corresponding to that particular cache line. Similarly, when the write operation is performed directly on the main memory, maybe through some input-output devices, then we also need to update the cache memory if that particular line or location is present in the cache. So this is the basic of the cache coherency problem. Now the cache coherency is divided in basically two types. The first of all, the single CPU cache coherency and a multiprocessor cache coherency. So let's first look at the single CPU cache coherency. We already saw this concept before. To address the single CPU cache coherency, we have write protocols present, which are write back and write through protocols. We have seen these protocols before. In the write back protocol, the modified bit in the cache line is updated, and at the time of replacement only, the main memory is updated. And in the write through protocol, if the write hit occurs, then cache memory as well as main memory are updated at the same time. So write through protocol provides the data to be written in both the memories. However, in the write back protocol, it is updated only during replacement, which leads to some inconsistency. So now let's see the cache coherency in multiprocessor systems where two or more processors share the common main memory through multiple cache. So here is the example of such system. Processors P1 and P2 have different cache memories. However, they share the same main memory through the system bus. Now let's assume there is some data present in all the memories which is inconsistent with each other. Now, what if the processor P1 changes the data in its cache memory? Now, if the write through protocol is applied, then we know that the main memory is going to be updated at the same time. However, we can see that the data from the processor cache is not updated. Now this gives rise to the inconsistency in the data values. That is why we need to have some different protocols to address the cache coherency problem in the multiprocessor systems. In another example, let's have a processor connected to the memory as well as the input-output devices through the system bus. Now similarly, the cache memory and main memory contain some data. Now what if the input-output devices update the main memory through the DMA transfer? Now we are going to see the DMA transfer in the next module. Basically, it can update the memory without going through the CPU or the cache. So IO devices update the main memory and there is no way to update the cache memory. So the data inconsistency is present during the DMA transfer as well. So now we are going to see different strategies to address the cache coherency problem. These strategies are classified into two types as software strategies and hardware strategies. So in the software strategies, they are basically handled by the compiler and operating system of the computer. So using these software strategies, the shared variables or the shared memories are exclusively updated by blocking the access from the others. The particular processor who is updating the shared variable has exclusive access to it, whereas other devices are denied the access to that particular variable. So this is achieved by the software and programs in the compiler or operating system. In the hardware strategies, we have different protocols, just like we saw for the single CPU cache coherencies, that write back and write through protocols. Similarly, we have some protocols to follow for multiprocessor systems. So these protocols are write invalidate protocol, which is also known as Macy protocol, which is widely used in the multiprocessor systems to maintain cache coherency. And the second protocol is write update protocol. Now these two protocols are called as Snoopy protocols. So the name is derived from the feature that in these protocols, the bus watching mechanism is used to check for the cache coherency or the operations performed in the cache memory. In the write invalidate protocol, if the value of the particular location in the local cache memory is changed, then the protocol states that all other copies of the data are to be invalidated. So if there are multiple caches of multiple processors present, then and if any one processor changes a particular value in a data location, then all other copies of that particular location in other cache memories are going to be invalidated. So this operation is carried out by the bus by setting particular set of bits as invalidate. The second protocol is write update protocol. Now, in this protocol, the modified data in the local cache memory of any processor is broadcasted immediately to all other memories and devices via bus. So this is basically equivalent of write through protocol, where the data is immediately written in all other devices as soon as it is updated in any of the cache memories. So here we have seen the different strategies to maintain the cache coherency protocol. I hope you have understood it. So please stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.